Hello there, Aquarius. How are you today? Thank you for being here. Today's reading is all about looking into the love that's coming your way, that's headed towards you. What is this person about? What are their intentions? What's their attitude and energy all about? Here we go. Okay, and then the bottom of the card, the deck here, we've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. The Queen of Wands knows her power, incredibly powerful, very seductive energy. So there's a part of you coming into this relationship knowing exactly what you want and not settling for anything other than what you want. Okay, Aquarius, you know exactly what you want. King of Cups. You're also someone who wants a lot of love, but I feel that you want to, before you bring yourself out and give love, you want to make sure that the other person has the same intentions as you. Although you're out there, you're incredibly bold, lots of fire, you're incredibly beautiful and magnetic. There is still a part of you that is very measured when it comes to releasing the love and the affection that you want to give to this new person that's coming into your life, right? I think that you've been hurt so many times before that even though you're ready to pursue, to go out there, there's still a part of you that's going to hold back. But there is a huge part of you that is incredibly loving. This is what's going on here. You've got the Knight of Cups. The person that you were with before has issues with not knowing what they want. I mean, this person that you had to deal with that's kind of left sort of a scar on you. They loved to be in love. They were incredibly romantic. They met all of your needs. They showered you with attention, provided you with the emotional stability that you wanted. However, they were kind of fleeting. You know, one minute they want to be with you, next minute it's kind of like, well, I don't know, because the problem with the Knight of Cups is this person can't commit to their feelings. They really just want to have that rush, that feeling of being in love. So you felt that they're not serious. They're not serious with their affection, and that's what's giving you that hesitation coming into this relationship, is that, you gave so much before, but then the person that you were with was really just there because they loved the chase. They loved the feeling of being in love. Yeah, and it really wore you out because you were probably just trying to provide so much for this individual, trying to give them that rush all the time, right? Trying to meet their emotional needs, but they're so flighty with their emotions that, there's a part of you that just kind of like, wow, you exhausted yourself. But it was a good thing to have happened to you because it really gave you time to really reflect. When you separated from that last relationship, you got a chance to really rest, recover, and find meaning to that previous relationship and know exactly what you want for this second go around, for this next time around, right? And underneath it all, yeah, you had to, again, this is connected to one another. This is a time of reflection, a time of healing, a time of rest. But here what's really happened that you aren't, letting on to is that this relationship here, the thing that's holding you back, the thing that is really challenging you, is it really changed you. It was so heartbreaking, let's just say that it caused you to really take a look at yourself and really transform how you're going to come about in the next relationship that you're in. It's almost like you're a little bit more careful. Yeah, here there were lies, right? And that's what's consuming you right now, is that the idea that maybe, there were lies, right? Maybe the next person who comes around won't necessarily be very honest with you, will hold something back, and you've poured yourself into it. Sort of like, and in this situation, this challenging situation, when I said to you that this person is in love with the idea of being in love, again, they're kind of a little bit of a player, because again, they enjoy that chase, they enjoy that feeling of courtship, right? And very charming people. And so that's what really is kind of looming, on your mind, is the idea that what if I give and give and give and I get lied to again? This is about lying, cheating, right? And this individual may have lied to you because, again, they were after the chase. So they were flirting with others. They didn't necessarily come forward honestly and say, look, it's time for us to end it. I think you caught them. I think you caught this individual. And it really kind of caused you to really retract and resist. And look here, we've got the Three of Cups. Yeah, there was a third party in this situation. There was a third party in this situation. Now, this card can also be related to what's coming towards you. And not necessarily in a way that like this person will cheat on you. I think that this truly comes together right here. Let's look at your outcome here. Not necessarily outcome, but let's look at what's in your near future. What is the energy like of the person that's, the new energy that's coming your way is that of the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity for you to build stability, a stable relationship. That's what this is. So this situation with this previous person, this Knight of Cups, there was a third party, and that's what's looming over you, really. And that's really what made you question everything that's been around you, and question whether or not you would want to even be in another relationship. But know that the person that's coming towards you is ready to start something new. That's their overall attitude, is just, I want to start something new. Okay? Let's see what your attitude is. Yeah, you're coming in absolutely attractive. You want to create something here. You want to create something beautiful with this individual. And they're ready to start. Look at that. How beautiful is that? The Fool. This is about new beginnings. This is about new beginnings, new opportunities. Yeah, this person is in line. They know exactly what they want. They're not fooling around, even though that says the Fool. No, this person has let go of whatever baggage that they had in the past and has taken that step forward and is ready to start something new. This one won't be playing around. Let's clarify that. I want to know a little bit more about this Fool. What else can we say here? What kind of energy are we talking about? New beginnings, High Priestess. Yeah, this individual has really taken the time to really answer the questions that they needed answers to, so that they can go on this journey of new beginnings, right? The High Priestess is all about the mystery, things that are unknown. So whatever happened in their past, they've really asked the questions, found it within themselves, trusted their intuition. And this is the other thing. You're going to deal with somebody who is very, very intuitive. Very intuitive. Because they are able to know that it's time for them to take a step forward. They're really, truly guided by their intuition. If something doesn't feel right, they're not going to go for it. Yeah, you're really afraid that you may end up with a player. Somebody who is intensely passionate, but doesn't always hang around. That's what you're afraid of. You hope for passion and a strong relationship, Aquarius, but you're also afraid of someone who is going to not be dependable, someone that's not going to hang around. They're all about the passion. They're all about the love and affection, the new feelings of a relationship, but you're really afraid of being left behind. Okay, let's clarify that. Yeah, Knight of Swords, again, fleeting, fast energy. That's what you're afraid of, is someone who is not going to be serious about this relationship. Be careful also, Aquarius, with your words. I'm getting a sense here that you may be very quick with your words, maybe even hurtful, that you're not thinking before you speak. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, the Devil. So here we are. As far as the Devil is concerned, if you don't let go of these fears of lies, right? Fears of being lied to, these fears here of engaging with somebody. I mean, it's almost like you're really focused on the fact that what if I end up with somebody like that? That's all negative talk, negative self-talk. This is what's keeping you from allowing this new person to come in, is this negative self-talk, the worry that you have that you'll be cheated on, the worry that you'll end up with another Knight of Cups or a King of Wands who's not dependable, who's all about passion but not there when you need them. Knight of Swords who's, like just about the quick, impulsive energy. So don't stop worrying, is what this card is saying. This is all going to put you in a state of anxiety. Yeah, look at that. Knight of Wands, same thing. Knight of Wands, you're going to be very hot and cold. You're going to show intense passion with this person, but yeah, you can't be like that. But you have, look at this. Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles is all about, stability. And this person is the type of person you can count on. Very dependable, offers themselves, offers everything. They have some, ability to just, it's almost like you just know they're wise. They're very grounded, very stable people. Yeah, Temperance, balance, moderation, trust. This tells me that you need to trust the universe, trust that the angels, that the divine has something bigger, better for you. Better than this worry, this fear that you have of being lied to or taken advantage of. this fear that you're going to end up with somebody who is not dependable, somebody who's just all in it for the physical stuff or the passion or the feelings, right? Let's do one more card here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. You've got the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You two will work together, and you're going to create that stability in your relationship because this person has gone through their own personal journey. They trust their intuition, and they're ready to take that next step. The question is, are you able to come in and provide stability and work with this individual so that you can have something meaningful, you know, with one another? Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Yeah, you're going to have to take control of this situation because really this person's ready to come forward, but you need to be the Emperor and take charge of your own emotions, of your own feelings and thoughts and worries. Otherwise, you know, if you're not ready to receive this person, they're going to leave because they're ready to move. They're ready to move forward with their lives, and you can either join them or you can leave. I want to clarify the Seven of Swords here. Queen of Wands, yeah. So this is the energy of someone who is incredibly attractive, attracts the opposite sex. And so I think that you were dealing with somebody here who was basically distracted by a third party, somebody incredibly attractive, very magnetic, and they pursued this person. And I think that there's a part of you that's wondering, you know, was I not enough? Yeah, Queen of Swords, this is you coming in, knowing the truth. There was competing forces here. Yeah, wow. And Six of Cups. There's still a part of you that's really holding on to the past memories, the past relationship. Okay, let's clarify. Let's get some messages here from the angel cards. Let's see if you've got any messages coming towards you. You've got deception. Yeah, someone is wearing a false mask. This situation here that I told you about. Somebody was lying to you, and that's what's worrying you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah, just because this happened in the past, Aquarius, doesn't mean that it's going to happen again, because this new person that's coming in, you have chemistry with them. Give your relationship a chance. Don't bring in this old baggage into this new relationship. And really, you've got heart-to-heart conversations. You need to be able to express yourself to this new person and talk about your hurts, your previous hurts, your fears, your insecurities. And you've known this person, you're going to have a bond with this individual like no other. There's this chemistry, there's this bond, natural bond that you both have had, almost as if you've known each other before. They're going to get you. They're going to understand what it is that you're going through. Now remember, I mean, look at you. You're the Empress. You're in control here. You are in control. You're in control of yourself and of the situation. Yeah, it's time for you to take action. What did I say about that? You're going to have to take charge and make the decision. The answers you need are coming. Yes, they are. It's time to release negativity. The energy is gaining momentum. Yes, this person's coming your way, and work through your fears, right? Work through your fears. Just like I said, you're afraid of getting hurt, of being lied to again. And you're going to be tested whether or not you can recommit to a different person, to this new person, because you're still hanging on to that old hurt. And you've got the Devil card, which again is all about that self-sabotage. You got to let go of that. Okay, thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Sorry. Yeah, Aquarius. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.